Hello, and welcome to Level Up Your Talents Abroad, a series of inspiring interviews of expats where we uncover through their stories what talents they have developed. We are exploring the behind the scene because too often we only see the end result of an expatriation and we are missing out on the process and what it really takes to get where they are today. I'm your host, Angus Lanty, and today we have the pleasure to welcome Liza. Hi, Liza.
Hi, and hi everyone.
How are you?
Right, and you?
I'm good, thank you. We are thrilled to have you here with us today. And thank you again for sharing your story and also what it really takes. So, first, could you please give us some context about when did you move abroad? Where did you go? And why did you decide also to move abroad?
So, for a bit of context, I arrived in Italy last year in 2024 in March, and the context was to explore a bit this country, a new culture, and also work there. So, right now, I'm working for Societe Generale in Italy as a product manager, market analyst there.
Okay. So what was so it's brand new, right?
Yes.
You're fresh in the country, is the first year abroad. Um, so first, let's back up a little bit. Did you move abroad before this move? Did you had an experience abroad before as a student or maybe in your life because your parents were moving?
Yes, exactly. I had an experience in Australia for 6 months. Just after my bachelor degree, I decided to move abroad without any context, without a school help or anything. I wanted to go there to improve my English and also to discover the culture, work there. And there is a really good visa there that helps you because you can work and travel with this visa. So I did it for 6 months.
So why did you decide to move to Italy?
I moved in Italy because my origins are Italian. So from my mother, from my father, they're Italian, and I wanted to be more connected with my family history. So that's why I decided to move there to improve my Italian also because I already started to improve Italian, to learn Italian when I was in France. So that's why.
Okay. So language are really key for you
Yes.
in your life. Really
Yes,
important.
exactly. As I love to talk, I still learn a new language when I have time. So, yes.
Nice, super nice. What was really for you the biggest trigger to go in this country? Let me phrase it differently. Would you have like picture yourself working in Paris like many other students?
No.
It would have been an option.
I did it in apprenticeship for 5 years, but working in Paris, even if I learned a lot, was not really connected with the way I wanted to build my life. So I enjoyed it because I learned a lot. I have learned a lot, but my priorities have changed a bit with the time. And in Paris, you have to involve and dedicate your life to work, from what I've seen. And for me, it's something in the middle that I'm searching for. I want a work-life balance, and Italy is the right place for me for that.
We say it's been 1 year now that you're in the country, and
Yes.
usually between what we have imagined and the reality, there is a gap with the expectations. So, um, could you please tell us more about the reality check? I mean, what was your biggest challenge? What was your nice surprise?
I must say that it was better than I expected from Italy because they are very welcoming. I had already friends in Paris that were Italian and they were not very positive about Milan. But I must say, I was really surprised. I felt welcomed really well by the people. I integrated myself very quick, and they are very positive. So it helped me a lot. I can have, I can also give an example. At work, I'm not really good for presentation for with our partner and everything, but they helped me because I was hard on myself to present the things with the right words in Italian, but I'm not perfect. I have learned this language and I put a lot of pressure on me. But when it happened to present something to them, even if I didn't want it to, they said it's your work. You have to present it because you work hard on this project, and we want to put you on the light of what you did. And if you make mistakes with the language, you just have to tell yourself that it's not. It's a pleasure for us that you speak Italian, even if it's wrong. If you make mistakes, it's for us. It's something really good because you have learned something from us and you're trying. That's all that matters. So they were really positive and they helped me a lot to overcome the difficulties that I could have inside about the language, about some fears.
Yeah, we all go through these fears when you
Exactly.
pick up and express yourself and you're looking for the right words and you want to convey the right thing.
Exactly. And be perfect because I was thinking if I make mistakes, it's not professional, which is really wrong because it's not linked. I can be still professional and make mistakes because it's not my language. So,
I mean, that's exactly the purpose of this series is level up your talents. It doesn't mean perfection, doesn't mean like you're going to be expert in something. It means like with this experience, you build on like
exactly.
talents, skills, soft skills, and you really go through the fear and really make it happen. So
Exactly.
it's nice. It's a really nice environment to have people welcoming the difference, welcoming, okay, it's not perfect, but she did a really good job and she has to present it like I think it's brilliant, to be honest.
Yes.
Um, so the next question about living the cultural differences, like it's been a year, you've been there, and what is the impact on you now of the local culture, um, the way of living, the way of working? How did you change? Like having the mix of culture within you, how did you change your behavior?
I have to say that I didn't change, but I just accepted this part of me because I was a bit already like this before, like this dolce vita we are talking about when we speak about Italy. It helped me to be less stressed to be in Italy. It have helped me. Um, I am really stressed and anxious as a nature, but Italians take it easy all the time. So there is nothing you cannot overcome when you speak with them. And my life changed because I'm really less anxious than before. I try more, I explore more, I take the time to do the things I didn't had time to do before, try new things also on my private life. I now I go to the trekking on the mountains. I started to dance also, salsa, pole dance. I did so many new things. So I been out of my comfort zone, and I have to thank Italy for that.
Really nice. So what I'm hearing here is you are professionally speaking growing a lot in
Yes,
skills and
also.
because you don't have the stress that pulls you down, you really like you are lift up by your environment, but also on the personal side, you could try many things without fear,
Yes.
having more time to yourself, And finally, managing the work-life balance. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, and I must add also on the personal, professional side that living abroad help you being more flexible and adapt to the other, because when you learn from another culture you have to adapt. Nobody communicate the same way. You have to learn how to work with the others, and with Italian it was even harder than with Australians, I must say. Even we are at the same time similar and very different, French and Italians. So Italians, they express a lot of things more
Yeah.
than
Do you have
French.
do you have a story in mind by chance?
Mm, maybe yes. Sometimes, like if you are noisy, like someone is at the phone, speaks loudly. In France, we would be like, "Oh no, it's annoying me." But in the corner, in Italy, it's not like that. They say, "Hey, can you just speak less louder because you're boring, annoying me?" So yes, that's something a bit different. They express a lot what they have in mind,
Okay.
and I think it's really healthy because you don't come at home frustrated like you can be in France to take everything inside. Like expression is good, and they are very also. Yes, just with one sentence, they are very good with communication in general. So to speak and share a message, they are very good at it. That helped me a lot also on a personal and professional side. At school, they learn more. Um, this is something I've learned from them, that at school, when they grow up with communication, they have to present every work that they are writing. So writing is less explored at school. It's more communication in Italy. So you can see it also on a professional side that it has helped them a lot, because they are not as scared as we are French people to present, to come, to disturb you, not disturb, but when they have to ask you something, they are very confident.
It's funny, I didn't know it was within the school system, so really ingrained
Yes,
when they're
they
born.
grew
So,
up with it.
okay, so the verbal communication is a
Yes,
lot more developed than the written communication,
yes, exactly.
which is true. In France, it's a lot of written communication. And I can see also in Switzerland is the same as well. It's very much written communication. Like you have to be perfect on the writing, but the verbal is not worked. I mean, they don't work so much on it. Like also in the US, the kids were really, really pushed to present like from a very young age, and that develop their confidence in public speaking, and that's really, really powerful. That's true.
Yes. But when you think about it, most of our work time is made of communication, oral and verbal communication, not writing. Like we write mails and stuff, but we exchange most of the time orally. So it's a better way to see the things.
I have a question at work in terms of communication, because do people bring the topic within meeting and after they express themselves at the coffee machine?
Yes, it also happened, but we also like to talk about other topics when we're at the coffee machine, because we have to also release the pressure of the work, and it helps us also to build connection with our colleagues, because it's really important in Italy to be really connected with all the team. So yes,
Like, so
we
you
don't
spend
we
time.
can speak about the meetings, but it's not the main part of the break we take.
So it's more about like human relationship, like with
Yes, what you did last weekend, about what you will do tonight, about what we want to plan to do together. That's more of
yes.
it.
So this is how you're building trust in this type
Yes,
of
exactly.
true.
And we have also surnames, something important in Italy that I've never seen in my life. My manager is called Viviana, but internally, the Italians, they call you Vivi, or for Francesco, it's Fra. They give you these little names that are really, really nice, I think, because they increase the link you have with each other.
If you're looking back on your experience, I know it's just 1 year, but in that year, is there anything you would have done differently?
Take it more easy. I put a lot of pressure on myself because I really wanted. I arrived in Italy with the idea of building a life there, and so I put a lot of pressure on myself to integrate it, for the integration part, for being perfect, appreciated with everybody. But I don't know. I should have take the things maybe more easy on this part, because they are really warm, they are really welcoming, as I said. So this pressure was not necessary at all.
Okay. You put extra pressure on
Yes,
the top
exactly.
of the organic pressure we have when we move abroad. You add even
Yes,
more.
exactly.
Right. Okay, so don't do too much
No,
sometimes.
exactly. Take it easy when you go somewhere.
Give yourself time, right?
Exactly.
Yes. Um, what did you learn about yourself on this journey? What skills, like precisely, what skills did you develop?
Adaptation, as I said. Now I think I can work with everybody because my observation skills has increased a lot. I take the time to observe more, also because sometimes I've noticed between the French team and the Italian team some conflicts that were just cultural problem, not structural problems. So now, from the observation they can make, I ask myself, is it really a huge deal or is it a cultural deal? That is different. I have to say also that I'm more flexible. I But still linked to the adaptation.
Yes.
I have learned how to adapt to work with the others. Um, Also on the methodology, the way they work, the process, because the Italian, they speak much more on the meetings that we do in France. In French, we are more synthetic about the things, and they are more into the precision process. So on this side, it was a challenge,
Okay, I
but now
understand.
I got the skills.
You got the skills now
Yes,
to filter what's
yes,
important and
exactly.
what is not. Okay, got it. But what I noticed also is you acquired a new lens of, like, you don't dive into the conflict or into the discussion. Like,
No,
you take a step back and you really like observe and have a different view on what's going on right in front of you on the scene, like and
exactly,
so you ask yourself the question, and I really, really like that question. Is it really about the problem? Is it really important, or is it cultural? Where is the resistance exactly? So that allows you to be accurate with the solution and address the not something that is not actually the problem. So it's really
exactly.
nice to hear that. Really, really nice.
Thank you.
Applying those learnings today, how do they influence your own decision?
My decisions right now would be about what I expect from a job in general, because I've worked in France, in Italy, in Australia, and from this I have learned what I want, what I expect from job, and what I don't want to leave or have to face. So that's the main
The
thing, I would.
clarity,
Yes, clarity
clarity,
about my
yes,
life and my job.
but what you want and what you don't want.
Exactly.
Nice. Nice. Okay, my last question that I ask everyone is imagine your best friend is moving to Milan or to Italy next month. What would be your top three pieces of advice?
I would say arrive with a project in mind, because in Australia, I take the example of Australia, I've met someone that arrived there without knowing why he came there, and he came back in France 2 weeks after, because without project you don't go anywhere, I think. So when you arrive in Italy, in this case, I would say, what do you expect? You want to study, you want to build a life there, you just want to make yourself an experience abroad, because it helps you define where and how to arrive to this point. Another point would be to be curious. When you go somewhere, I think it's a choice you make. You choose the country for a reason. So you have to be curious about it. Don't arrive with all the idea about the country you have built in your mind. You just forget about everything you know, and you observe your environment, the people, how they act in their life, how they act at work also. Um, that will help you also to understand where you arrived. And the last point is integration. I think it's the most important, because still now I see too many French that remains together after 2 years that still don't know how to speak Italian. So they they won't share their impressions about Italy like mine, because we didn't live the same experiences, and they don't know, after 2 years, according to me, nothing about Italy if they didn't spend time with Italians. That's
Yeah.
something
The
important to integrate
language.
yourself.
So
Exactly.
learn the
Also
language.
the culture, the habits. I make an example. In Milan, you have something that is called aperitivo, which is after work you take pizza, alcohol or not, but you drink with the people you like. It's a moment you share. It can be with your colleague, it can be with your friends, and you release the tension. It's something really cultural there. So Italians, they live more out. I, as an
Outside.
example, in France, where we want to see each other, especially in Paris, because the life cost is expensive, we find each other together at the bar, but we just take one drink, small, not expensive, or we go to an apartment to party together, where everybody brings something. In Italy, it's not like that. You can go out; it's not that expensive, and everybody lives on the streets, so it's really warm.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing your journey with us. Um, to our listeners, we hope you find this conversation inspiring, insightful, and super valuable, and it really gives you a lot of tips for your next move. Don't forget to register to our live Q&A and follow us on our LinkedIn page. All the links are in the description below. Lisa, thank you again.
Thank you very much.